and welcome to another video. Today is Tuesday the 4th of October 2016 and tonight's video I'm going to look ahead and preview day number 4 of the 2016 PDC Unibet World Grand Prix, which is going to take place on Wednesday the 5th of October starting at 7 PM live on Sky Sports. Now day 4 sees the second half of the second round matches. We'll see the last 4 second round matches getting played. It's over the best of 5 set format, and the first match features Alan Norris versus Simon Whitlock. Now Alan Norris beat Michael Smith in his first round match by 2 sets to 1 with a 77.83 average. His scoring was decent in this match, but there's one thing Alan Norris will need to improve for his second round match, and that is double percentages. His starting double percentages was 37%, that was 13 from 35 doubles, and his finishing double percent was lower than that as well. It was 27%, which was only 7 from 26 attempts at double, and he really has to improve his doubles if he's to compete with Simon Whitlock. Now Simon Whitlock in his first round match beat Joe Cullen by 2 sets to 1 with an 82.36 average. He wasn't bad on his starting doubles at 43%, but his finishing doubles really let him down in this match and halted his progress from getting a bigger win in this match. He was 7 from 30 on doubles, 23 missed starts at doubles from 30 attempts is too much for a player like Simon Whitlock. And he's another player who came back from a set down to win his match. A lot of people did that in their first round matches. So if Simon can improve his finishing doubles and is scoring a little bit, this should be a very, very exciting match between these two. I think this will be a very, very close match between these two. This is a toss of the coin match. This could go either way. But I think Alan Norris will win this match by 3 sets to 2 over Simon Whitlock. The second match of the evening sees Brendan Dolan take on Dave Chisnall. Now these two have played 5 times previously, and Dave Chisnall has won on 4 occasions and Brendan Dolan has won 1 on 1 occasion. And Dave Chisnall has won the last 4 matches between these two pair. And Brendan Dolan won his first round match by 2 sets to 0 over Peter Wright with a 92.16 average. It was a close first set, but he kicked on the second set and he had 43% starting doubles and 40% finishing doubles. He's very, very impressive in this match. He looked happy on the stage being newly married, and he looked like he's bringing back good memories from the City West where he reached the final back in 2011. Talking about finalists, Dave Chisnall is the finalist from 2013 and he won his first round match against Robbie Green by 2 sets to 1 with an 84.2 average. They had a power cut during this match and that affected the match a little bit, and it really settled Dave back down because Dave went a set down and then came back in this match. Robbie Green broke in the second set and was thrown for the match, and Dave had an important break of throat to win the second set, and he went on and won the third set. He was 38% on his starting doubles and he's 44% on his finishing doubles. So that double percentage is very good for Dave Chisnall. Now he'll be hoping to improve his scoring, which is his bread and butter. What do I think is going to happen in this match? I think in this match will be another close match, but I think Brendan Dolan will beat Dave Chisnall by 3 sets to 2. The penultimate game of the evening sees Steve West take on Daryl Gurney. Now Steve West beat Phil Taylor by 2 sets to 1 with an 83.24 average. It was the biggest shock so far in the World Grand Prix. He was very, very impressive in this match, but his starting double percentage was very, very poor. He was 13 from 52 on his starting double, but his finishing doubles were outstanding. He was 7 from 10 on his finishing doubles, which is 70%. That's an amazing start to have in this format. And that's what really beat Phil Taylor in this match with his finishing double percentage. And he plays Daryl Gurney. Now Daryl Gurney beat Mensur Suljovic by 2 sets to 1 with a 75.66 average. He lost the first set by 3 legs to 0, but bounced back winning the second set by a similar scoreline and 3 legs to 0. And then he won the deciding leg and the third set. That's a very, very tight match. It could have went either way. But Daryl's scoring was very, very impressive in this match. He had 580s and his double percentage, his starting double percentage was 32% and his finishing double percentage was 29%. I think that Gurney will win this match over Steve West by 3 sets to 1. The last match session sees Michael van Gerwen take on James Wilson. Now these two have played 3 times and Michael van Gerwen's won all 3 meets between the pair and they've all been this year. The first meeting it was 6-0, the second meeting it was 6-2, and the last meeting was 6-3. Now Michael van Gerwen came from a set down to beat Steve Beaton by 2 sets to 1 with a 97.39 average. He lost the first set and he bounced back winning the next 6 legs in a row to win this match by 2 sets to 1. His starting double percentage was 45% and his finishing double percentage was 54%. If Michael van Gerwen produces similar types of performances like that, he will go very, very far in this tournament. And only someone like Gary Anderson can beat him if he produces those numbers. James Wilson beat Mick McGowan in the first round by 2 sets to 1 with a 90.12 average. Again, he was another player who came back from a set down. But the second set was closer and then he blew away Mick McGowan in the last set by 3 legs to 0. His starting double percentage was 35%, so he was always getting away with in his first 3 darts, and his finishing double percentage was 53%. That's very impressive stats for James Wilson. What do I think is going to happen in this match? I think Michael van Gerwen will be too strong for James Wilson in this match. I think Michael van Gerwen will steamroller James Wilson by 3 sets to 0 in this match. So with that, that's the end of this video. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up on the video. If you want to leave any feedback on this video, you can do so by the comment section below or by my Twitter, which will also in the description below of this video. And until tomorrow, our preview day number 5, the PDC Unibet World Grand Prix, I will see you then. Goodbye.